So, hello, this is Daniel from Cocoroom. I'm your radio host today, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about Cocoroom. So, Cocoroom is art NPO in Kamagasaki. So, for those of you who don't know, Kamagasaki is an area in Nishinari. So, that's near the Tennoji and Abeno Haruka's area in Osaka. Some of you might know of it as the area that's known as Deep Osaka these days. But yeah, so Tsuruhashi before was Deep Osaka, but now currently Deep Osaka is Nishinari. So what Cocoroom does is help people to meet and express themselves. So the kind of people that Cocoroom tries to reach out to are people who are former day laborers back in the days of post-bubble era of World War II in Japan. So a little bit of background. Many people after World War II became day laborers and didn't really have a lot of protection from society. And as a result, these people took part in some riots, and that's led to a negative image of the people in the Kamagasaki area. But what Cocoroom does is to make a more positive image of the people here by allowing them to express themselves through art and bringing people from the outside of Kamagasaki to meet these disenfranchised people. There's less ignorance in society. I think this is a great and worthy cause, and I hope more of you out there can listen to this and just try to appreciate the people around you. And try to have a little more compassion for those who you have kind of ignored before, because I think everyone deserves a second chance in life, and the people of Kamagasaki are no different. On today's program, we will listen to an interview that I've conducted with Tengyo-san, my friend, and also Kanayo, the owner and founder of Cocoroom. So, here you guys go. Hello world, this is Cocoroom, heavenly garden in the middle of Kamagasaki. Hello world, this is Cocoroom. I'm Daniel from Brunei, and I've just recently moved to Kamagasaki. I don't know anything about the place, so I've come to Cocoroom here to talk about the area more and find out more about its people and what makes this place run. So here today we have Tengyo-san and Kaneo-san. Over to you.
Hello.
Hello world. Welcome to Cocoroom.
Yeah.
Okay, that was great. I love your excitement. So tell me more about Kamagasaki and what makes it special.
釜ヶ崎について話す。
はい。
簡単に話そうね。戦争が終わって、日本が復興していて
After the World War II, the war devastation recovery was developed, and many male laborers were collected in Kamagasaki in order to build roads and buildings. The number of the lay laborers is said that it was 20,000 to 40,000. After the bubble economy ended, many of the day laborers in Kamagasaki lost jobs and became homeless. Today, those former day laborers are mostly living on welfare.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because many people from outside Kamagasaki see it as a very dangerous area, especially if you're a woman. But it sounds like this area is full of people who need a second chance in life. So for Cocoroom's mission, so that's your organization, how do you give them that second chance?
はい。で、かつてその労働者の方たちはとても劣
Working
悪な労働
environment
環
was
境に
terrible in Kamagasaki back in the day. Non-payment, bullying, murder had happened daily, but the police nor authorities didn't care. Frustration of the oppressed day laborers caused 24-time riots in the history of Kamagasaki. And that's why a bad impression of Kamagasaki was developed widely in society. However, I thought that it would give me important ideas that I meet the former day laborers and listen to them for the coming society. Therefore, I decided to meet the former day laborers in Kamagasaki to let them express themselves and to appreciate it, then to inherit it. To do so, I made Cocoroom a cafe-like a space.
That's really amazing. So, yeah, I'm just curious. Well, why did you, that is to say, what inspired Kaneo-san to start Cocoroom? Was it because she knew the laborers or lived in this area?
私詩人でね、フランスの辞書では詩人は役立たずって書かれて
I'm
る
a poet. In a French dictionary, I found that the word poet means a useless person. I myself have difficulty to adjust to society well. One day, I determined to live as a poet, but it is extremely difficult to survive as a poet in Japan. So, I tried to do whatever a typical poet wouldn't do, like making community with people who didn't like poem. Then Osaka City offered me to take part of their modern art hub forming project. That place was located only 20 meters away from Kamagasaki, by the way. Managing the place I was provided from the project, I aim to be able to create jobs for not only myself, but also everybody who wants to live by expressing themselves. That was the reason why I began Cocoroom.
It's very important for people to be mentally healthy by expressing their talent. So if you give them a voice through the arts, then things like anger or frustration can be released in a healthy way, and they don't have to take their anger out on people. They can be less stressed if they are involved in the arts somehow or expressing their talent. I really do believe that as someone who's creative myself. Yeah, and I think it's a wonderful project you're doing here in Cocoroom, so I hope you guys keep it up. Yes, so Tengu-san, what's your talent?
I don't know. My talent, I don't know.
I think it's helping people.
No. I'm living without belonging to any place
I see.
or like any community.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I call myself a way of vagabond.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, it's also from Old French.
Yeah, vagabond.
Yeah, maybe this close to a poem. I mean, poet, like kind of useless person.
Oh.
Originally, the meaning of the vagabond
Right.
is originally like that, like a useless person.
Oh, you're not useless. You're helping us here.
Well, yeah, but anyway, I would like to change this kind of concept
Of course. Yeah.
because it's also, as Kanayo said, the way of living is an expression.
Yeah.
And my expression is this vagabondism.
Nice. Yeah.
Yes, I've been doing that for 20 years.
Uh-huh.
And I somehow ended up staying at Cocoroom now.
Nice.
Even though you feel like, I'm tough or, I'm clever or something like that. But you meet those people living in Kamagasaki, like a former day workers and also like people living on the street. They see you, not see you outside only, but they see you inside too.
Yeah.
You cannot lie to them who you are. They see who you really are.
Yeah.
So I feel like soul naked.
Wow. Yeah.
And I feel like I must be very honest and sincere to be who I am.
Yeah.
Since I came to Kamagasaki, I really realized that.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful experience for
I
me.
think so. Yeah. People who've endured hard lives often have, yeah, the ability to see through others really easily. Yeah, they don't. Well, in English, sometimes we say low tolerance for bullshit. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
yeah, like those kind of people often need everyone around them to be sincere. And I definitely feel that from both of you, so that's great.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's funny how being a vagabond is kind of, well, so back in the old days of Japan, some people committed a shugyo.
Shugyo.
Yeah, so actually walking around, meeting people, and discovering things is, yeah, I think it's a human experience that most people don't quite understand. But I guess these days people do travel and try to have that sense of shugyo. Yeah, and that's today's form of vagabonding. It's traveling around.
But my vagabondism doesn't come with a discipline.
Oh, really?
But the Kamagasaki people, I think they are all vagabonds.
Yeah.
They have different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And then somehow they also, with the various reasons, they ended up living in Kamagasaki now. Some of them die here. Some of them leave Kamagasaki
Right.
again and disappear somewhere.
Yeah.
But I think they're all like vagabonds. And I feel like myself, even after 20 years of vagabondism, I feel like I'm very beginner
I see.
compared to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for asking.
That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it interesting. It's many people don't understand why they should go on a journey to discover other things and people by themselves. I guess it's probably why people hitchhike or do backpacking, because they want to feel more authentic rather than work in a company or stay in university for ages.
But
Yeah.
those people who ended up in Kamagasaki, it's not like because they want to have a journey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
It's forced
in
on
a
them.
way they are forced
Yeah. Definitely.
through their life conditions.
Yes.
Yes, and they accepted that. Even though they have some confusion still, they teach us so many things with their words or without their words. Yeah,
I see.
That's Kamagasaki, I think.
Yeah. They're all vagabonds, but they're forced to be that way.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. That's a lot to think about, and I hope people hearing the show will realize not everyone has a choice. Like, sometimes life is just really hard for other people, and we should accept that and try to help those members of society as much as we can. And we can start by accepting them rather than, thinking that they're bad people.
That's what the Kanayo has been doing for many, many years.
Oh, yeah. It's good work. Yeah.
Yeah, I have met so many people who have difficulties in communication, but the Kanayo has not given up communicating with them.
Amazing.
Yeah, sometimes she stays away a bit
Okay.
if the communication becomes too much tensed.
Well,
But
yeah.
then after a while, the kind of person, for example, comes back to Cocoroom again, and then she again accepts. That's not easy at all.
No.
I've been at Cocoroom for only 7 months, but this 7 months was like 2 years, 3 years for me.
Wow. Yeah.
So many things happen at Cocoroom, and Kanayo has been doing this for 18 years, since 2003, and that's really unbelievable. Keep opening the place.
Yeah.
Then still, Cocoroom is not a care center.
Yeah.
It's a place of cafe-like, guest house-like, university-like,
Yeah.
somewhere that everyone can come.
Yeah. They can express themselves here.
Yeah, it's very
Naturally.
difficult to explain, but that's
Yeah.
Cocoroom, I believe.
Yeah. I think to me it feels like a sanctuary. Have you heard of this word?
Yes, let's ask Kanayo about that.
Okay.
If she thinks that Cocoroom is a sanctuary.
Yeah. Do you think Cocoroom tries to be a sanctuary, Kaneo-san?
あ、サンクチュアリって言葉ね。
sanctuary.
なんかなんだろう、サンクチュアリっていう言葉。
I personally associate the word sanctuary with a bird cage. There is a perch to stay for a while, but you will not remain there forever. You will leave sooner or later. That's my impression on sanctuary. So are we at Cocoroom going to continue creating the bird cage? Or are we the bird who will leave the bird cage? Or Cocoroom is the perch itself?
So I'm from the tropics. So whenever I come here, I always like to go to the garden and look at the banana trees and all the different tropical plants like the papaya tree as well, and the Nepalese prayer flags you have. So for me, it feels like a holy kind of place where I can rest. So that's what I mean by sanctuary. Somewhere I can rest my spirit.
そういう意味では泊まり木の方に近いよね。
泊まり木か。ココルームは泊まり木みたいな
感じ。
Like a place you can rest after a journey. After your vagabond journey, you can rest here.
Yeah. Or even before great journey,
Or yeah,
you can stop by.
yeah, you can perch here.
Yeah, refresh
before-
your soul,
yeah.
and then
That's
you
good.
get ready.
I think that's a good way to put
Yeah.
it. Yeah. All right, thanks, world. This is Cocoroom. Once again, this is Daniel, and I was speaking to Tengyo-san and Kaneo-san today. Kaneo-san is the founder of Cocoroom, which does great work in Kamagasaki and helping vagabonds to express themselves. So, yeah, thanks for hearing us. Ciao.
Ciao.
じゃお
Hello world, this is Cocoroom, heavenly garden in the middle of Kamagasaki.